Sri Narayana Yatindra Swami, also known as Kaivara Narayana Tatayya, was an 18th century Bhakti saint born in 1726 in Kaivara, a small town in the Chikballapur district of Karnataka. He was born to a Telugu couple, Kondappa and Muddamma, from the Banajiga community that sold bangles. Kaivara has a rich cultural and spiritual legacy that spans centuries. Ancient texts mention the small town, stating that in the Krita Yuga, Lord Indra, the king of Devas or celestial gods, installed idols of Lord Narayana and his consorts to commemorate his victory over the Asuras. This site is home to the Sri Amara Narayana temple. In the Treta Yuga, Lord Rama and his family visited this sacred shrine. In the Dwapara Yuga, Bhima, the second of the Pandavas, is said to have installed a Shivalinga at this site known as Sri Bhima Lingeshwara to atone for the killing the demon Bakasura. As a child, Sri Narayana often meditated in the Sri Amara Narayana temple and the Sri Bhima Lingeshwara temple. He displayed a strong interest in bhajans, Puranas and Kirtanas. He enjoyed watching folk dances and street plays, particularly tales about Lord Vishnu and Shiva, known as Hari and Shiva Kathas, sung as ballads in temples. These experiences ignited a deep devotion towards his chosen deity, Lord Vishnu. His intense piety led him to detach from the material world, causing concern for his parents, who decided to arrange a marriage for him. He was thus married to a girl named Muniamma. Over the years, Sri Narayana's parents passed away and he was devastated by their loss. Seeking solace at the feet of Lord Amara Narayana, he found himself preoccupied with the material world as he took over his father's bangle business. Unlike his father, he lacked business acumen and faced severe losses, plunging his family into grief and poverty. He struggled financially while raising 3 children, 2 sons, Pedda and Chinna Konappa, and a daughter, Muddamma. In search of better business prospects, he ventured out of Kaivara town and encountered a sage who changed the course of his life. Sri Narayana travelled to Venkatagiri town near Tirupati, famous for its handloom saris. On his return home, heavy rains fell and he noticed a light emanating from a cave. Curiosity led him inside, where he found a yogi, radiant in appearance, seated before a burning fire in deep meditation. This sight filled Narayana with joy. When the sage opened his eyes, he gave him spiritual instruction, initiating him into the Om Namo Narayana mantra, which became the foundation of Sri Narayana's spiritual journey. After this divine encounter, he returned home and confessed to his wife that he had been unsuccessful in his business in Venkatagiri. This news infuriated her, leading to the end of their relationship. Although his family life was fraught with bitterness and irreconcilable differences, it ultimately allowed Narayana to embark on a path towards spirituality. Thus, the once family man transformed into an ascetic in search of truth. Sri Narayana Yatindra Swami chose Lord Amar Narayana as his guru and visited the Udbhava Yoga Narasimha Guhe or cave, a sacred site where he performed intense austerities for 9 months. This period of rigorous penance culminated in enlightenment. Through his austerities, he had also acquired siddhis and performed miracles such as breathing life into a clay statue of a bird, restoring the sight of a blind man, reviving a dead bull, and praying to the Almighty for rain in drought-affected villages. He also visited the pilgrimage town of Tirupati while simultaneously being present in Kaivara town, engaging in discourses with devotees. Over the years, Sri Narayana Yatindra Swami became affectionately known as Kaivara Narayana Tatayya or grandfather by the children of the town. He transformed stones into sugar candy and news of his divine miracles became known. His sole mission was to teach the masses the significance of devotion to Lord Narayana as a means to achieve liberation from worldly bondage. At the request of devotees, Tataya journeyed to various villages and towns, conducting bhajans and spiritual discourses, creating social transformation and spiritual upliftment of the masses. Through his devotional poems, he emphasized that the ultimate goal of every human is to renounce material desires and seek salvation from worldly struggles. He said, Brahmagnana or the supreme reality is attained through devoted service to an enlightened guru who can also bless a devotee with enlightenment. In his later years, Sri Narayana Yatindra Swami became frail. At midnight on the third day of the Jyeshta month, he attained Samadhi around 1836 at the age of 110. Devotees at Kaivara had previously built a cottage of leaves known as Parnakuti, where his mortal remains are enshrined and a mutt established in his honor. The mutt is located approximately 60 kilometers from Bangalore city and 200 kilometers from the pilgrimage town of Tirupati. Om Namo Narayana.